Hey yo, it's X, and I'm back with another rebuild for you guys. So I know it's been a while, right? Long story short, I recorded the first. How do I explain this? I tried to record this Chargers rebuild once, and I just didn't like how it came out. I did some really, really stupid things in that rebuild that I shouldn't have done to avoid having to pay players. It just became super unrealistic, and honestly, I didn't even enjoy it, so I was just like, let me just re record this and actually make this a little bit more realistic. So it makes more sense. So, a couple things before we start. I've been really busy lately, so I'm sorry for the lack of uploads. I was like uploading a lot in the past like week or two with Titan franchise and everything, but essentially I went away for a weekend, not even a weekend, a week. So I wasn't home. I couldn't record. I couldn't edit, even though I wanted to. So yeah, I just got super behind on videos. I still had stuff ready to upload for then, but like when I got back, I was like, I hope I have time, and I didn't because school, all that stuff. But either way, we're here now. But that does mean that like I haven't really had time to update my draft class recently. But luckily, Bengal has, and he's updated his draft class, so his is a little bit more accurate now. But when I go through and update mine, I'm probably gonna tweak a lot of these ratings. Like I did take a peek at some of these ratings. He hates Trey Benson for whatever reason. I don't get why. Trey Benson's my running back 1 or 2 in this class. I'm still deciding between him and Jonathan Brooks. But for whatever reason, he just does not like Trey Benson. It's whatever. And I haven't really checked dev traits either. So there's some guys who I just remember didn't have good dev traits. I'm just like, okay, you gotta change this. But that's besides the point. That will come at a later date. But we're here focusing on the Chargers. So one problem that the Chargers have is they are in cap hell, right? Now, it's good for them that the NFL got an increased salary cap by like $30 million. So in real life, they're probably going to be fine and they'll work around it. But in the game, I don't know if I don't think that $30 million update comes in here. So when we have to go re-sign people, like now, it's not going to be easy. And I think there's going to be a lot of off-season trades and cuts that I'm going to make. And we might have to kind of gut this team a little bit. So let's take a look at it to start. Justin Herbert, right? Oh no, did I not turn pre-existing? Okay, I did turn it off. Okay, we're good. Justin Herbert is your franchise guy. There's really no question about that. You just need to surround him with the correct talent and actually get him to be able to step up and be an elite quarterback. Because right now he's like probably a top 10 quarterback, but probably lower end of top 10. I don't know. Not that it's his fault, is what I'm saying, but like, he needs to have the playoff success to be really considered an elite quarterback. The defense is not good. You have injury-prone guys here, and then the rest is just not a lot of talent. Joey Bosa can't stay healthy. Khalil Mack had a really, really good year. Tully Pelotu had a really good year as well. But like the outside of that, Asante Samuel's good. Derwin James has been better with his health recently, I think. I don't really watch a lot of the Chargers, so I couldn't actually tell you. I could just be straight up lying. Alohi Gilman had a breakout year with the retirement of Nasir Adderley. Like Williams was hurt all year. Keenan Allen had like a crazy year, but he can never stay on the field usually, so what do you do with him? I think Rashawn Slater struggled with injuries this year. There's just a lot of question marks on this team. Austin Eckler was just bad. I mean, Austin Eckler's always been overrated because he's such an elite fantasy running back that people just didn't realize he's not a good NFL running back. He just gets a lot of volume. But, yeah. They have some pieces on this team, but they're also kind of just paying a lot of money to like 5 people, and you just can't really do that. So, going into the offseason, I'm probably going to trade Mike Williams. I'm probably going to trade Joey Bosa. I'm probably going to trade Khalil Mack. Might move on from Keenan Allen, but like let's just take a look at these contracts, right? So the biggest problem is that where's Justin Herbert? Right here. Right now, perfectly fine. $8 million. This is still part of his rookie deal, I believe. This is like I think the 5th-year option. And then he got an extension that goes 37, 46, 58, and I think it peaks at like 70, upwards of 70. I think it peaks at upwards of 70. We'll probably see that after this year disappears, but I think this goes to like 71. I could be wrong. So, we're going to have to work around that. You have Joey Bosa, who's going to have a cap hit of 15 million this year, but it's immediately jumping up to 36 million, then 33. Like, we can't keep that. Khalil Mack, 16 million, jumps up to 38 million. Darwin James, same deal. 9 million now, jumps up to 19, then 23, then 24. Keenan Allen, currently $12 million cap hit, that jumps up to 34. Mike Williams, currently $13 million cap hit, that jumps up to 32. Like, there's just so much money. Corey Linsley, there's so much money going to so many people that just don't deserve it. Not that they're bad players, but, like, as a team, you just can't hand out millions of dollars like that and expect to be good. Either way, Brandon Staley's out of here. They hired Jim Harbaugh. Hopefully he can improve this team. I don't know if I like the hiring for Justin Herbert reasons, but, like, I don't know. Because just seeing, I couldn't tell you the last time Michigan had a good quarterback. So J.J. McCarthy is like the best quarterback in recent years for Michigan, and I don't think that he's that good. So, yeah, that could be really interesting. That means that they're going to have to go after a running back, but we'll see. But I do want to get some Michigan players in this. I have this one guy who's always in my comments. He loves Michigan, so this video's for you, dude. I hope you enjoy. But anyways, let's hop into the offseason, and I'll let you guys know what my plan is. Alright. So here are re-signing players, and how much money do we have? $5 million. And I have to pick up the option Slater. I'm letting you walk. I kind of want Murray back, but I don't think I'm going to get him back. I really want Alohi Gilman back. And I just don't really have the money to do this. So, like, how much money is Gilman looking for? I could get it done. I could get it done if he took something like that. But I would have to do this and give him like a 4-year deal. Great, Alohi Gilman's back. That's huge, actually. I can get him for that. Which means after that, I'm basically fine. Kenneth Murray, I'd like to bring him back. Probably can't, though. But I am going to see if I can cut some people or trade some people in the next week. So, let's go to stage 1 of the offseason here. Probably not going after any free agents, but I'm going to let you guys know if I can move anybody on this team and try and make some money here. Alright, so the first trade I'm making is I'm moving on from Joey Bosa. I'm getting Christian Harris, who's a young linebacker who can basically just replace Kenneth Murray. I'm getting a 2nd-round pick this year, a 3rd-round pick this year, and a 3rd-round pick in 2026 for Joey Bosa. It's actually a good amount of value. I tried to get greedy and get like a 1st-round pick. They weren't going for it, and I wasn't going to give up anything else, so this is going to be the first trade, and I think I'm going to move Mike Williams, and that might be it. I don't know. I'm still deciding. Alright, I'm trading Corey Linsley for a 4th-round pick this year and a 3rd in 2026. Couldn't really get a lot of value for him, even though he's an 87 overall center. Nobody really had interest. Like, the Panthers had red interest, so I could kind of just get these, like, later-round picks for him, which is actually pretty realistic again, but yeah, I'm fine with this. So I'm going to look to trade Mike Williams, and then that's probably going to be it. Alright, so this last trade from Mike Williams, I'm trading him for Will Hernandez, who's on a 1-year deal. He's actually not a bad guard. He could replace Corey Linsley just for the year. Clayton Tune to make the money work, and then just a 3rd-round pick this year. Yeah, again, we're shedding a lot of cap. These cap hits get crazy. Like, we went over them earlier. These cap hits get crazy. Alright, so this is what the team looks like for now. It's not gutted. Still have some... Oh, wait, I do kind of want to move Khalil Mack. Actually, how much does he... It depends on how much he has left on his contract. Okay, 1 year. So I am going to hold on to Khalil Mack and Keenan Allen and just let them walk at the end of next year. We're still trying to be competitive. I don't want to have, like, a good pick. Like, we don't want to waste Justin Herbert's prime. So I'm going to keep Keenan Allen, and I'm going to keep Khalil Mack, who have 1 year left on their deal. Mike Williams did as well, but I felt like I could actually get value for him. And I kind of did. Not really, but yeah, I don't know. I think he's fine. Let me just check Eric Hendricks too really quickly while we're here. Yeah, he has 1 year left as well, so I'll keep him. So we're going to look to build through the draft. A lot of future picks, so I definitely feel a lot better about that now. I think I am just going to hold on to my money, though. Like, let me see. 14 mil, I guess I could look to get, like, a running back. T. Higgins actually made it to free agency. That's kind of crazy. That's pretty crazy. The Bengals didn't franchise tag him. And L'Jarius Sneed is not a Chief. Wow. Who are the running backs here? It's just Eckler and Singletary. I guess if I could get, like, Singletary on a 1-year deal. Yeah. Just a 1-year prove-it deal for Devin Singletary. If he goes off, then he can maybe get a longer-term contract for, like, another 2 years, but, like... Yeah, I'm fine with this. We're going to try and stay competitive, pick up Devin Singletary, and there he is. He's a Charger now. Let's go. Alright, so now I'm just going to see you guys with the draft. Pretty long off-season already, but you know what? Things have to be done to ensure that we can pay people later, so I'm fine with that. So yeah, I'm going to see you guys at the draft. Alright, y'all, so we're here at the NFL draft, and there's really only a couple players who I'm really looking at. I do want to see what this draft is actually going to look like. I didn't look at the mock draft, so I hope I don't have to trade up. Marvin Harrison goes 1, Joe Alt goes 2, Caleb Williams goes 3, Dallas Turner goes 4, and at pick 5, I'm going to make a pretty predictable pick, and I'm going to go Brock Bowers. I haven't gotten him yet in any of these rebuilds, so I'm actually really excited to use him. I did get him in like the first Chargers rebuild I did of this, and I'm going to try and change a couple of things that I did from the last time. So we're going to go to the second round here. I'm going to hope that I can get the player that I want, because I do want to get a couple of these Michigan guys on the team, and I want to just make sure I can get everybody that I want. So J.J. McCarthy is still on the board. Brian Thomas is still on the board. Man, there's so many players here that I would just take. Why is Josh Newton so high? Interesting. Ennis Rakestraw, Junior Colson. That is one of the guys that I'm looking to take. And at D tackle, T'Vondre Sweat's still here, but Chris Jenkins is the one that I want. And then I do want to try and get Mike Sanders still. I don't know how late he's going to be here. Oh, he's really far down the board. Okay. So yeah, so if I can get those guys, I'm going to be happy. So I'm going to first take Junior Colson here with this second round pick. Welcome to the team, Junior Colson. Normal dev? Come on, Bengal. Come on, Bengal. Normal dev for Junior Colson. I get it. He's a second round pick. But still. I hope Chris Jenkins isn't off the board. I'm going to be kind of upset if he is. Ooh, Roman Wilson's another one I could get. And he's gone. That's annoying. That was actually not really part of my plan. That's actually kind of upsetting. If that's the case, I am just going to take Roman Wilson here. I can wait and get Mike Sanders still. Really? Normal dev for him, too. I thought he'd like Roman Wilson a lot. Really cool slot option. I think he's actually going to be really, really good in the NFL. Some teams just going to really like him a lot. I do want to get a D tackle, though. Ooh, Karan Amagaji was here. I should have taken him. I gotta stop looking for Michigan guys. Cedric Van Pran's here. Zach Zinter's here. Christian Jones is pretty good. I don't want to take a D tackle. Leonard Taylor. Leonard Taylor might be really good. I do kind of want a run stopper. And if I want a pass rusher, I could get like McKinley Jackson down the board. But Leonard Taylor could actually be really good in the right system. Who's got the best block shedding here? They actually all have like very similar block shedding. Christian Boyd is like the best run stopper here with a block shed. That's actually pretty good. I mean, I guess if that's the case, I just go with the best guy here. Because I'm just going to get Mike Sanders still at the next pick. Leonard Taylor, Michael Hall Jr. Or do I just wait and get McKinley Jackson? I mean, I can actually just get two. I can just get them both. Let's get Leonard Taylor here first, though. I think in the right scheme, he could actually be a monster. I think he was not used correctly. Oh, wow. We have back-to-back picks, I guess? Okay. He was not used correctly at Miami. I think he could be really good. But let's get Mike Sanders still here. He's going to be our slot corner of the future. I love Mike Sanders, so I think he's really, really talented. I think he's one of the better, like, players in this class, and just, like, also a very good leader from what I've heard. So, you definitely like to hear that. What do I want to get here? I definitely want to get a corner. I waited so long to get a corner. Like a boundary corner. Kalen King is still here. Wow. Jerry and Jones. Chris Abrams-Strain. I don't know how well he hangs on the outside, but Chris Abrams-Strain's pretty good. I either want Kalen King or Jerry and Jones. I'm going to go Kalen King here. Hidden dev still for Kalen King. Interesting choice. I guess he does have like top 10 player in this class potential. Really high upside, but I don't know how good he's actually going to be. I could definitely draft a running back here too. Could definitely go with a running back. Braylon Allen is still here. I'm going to take Braylon Allen. I haven't gotten him yet either. I think he's also really talented. He's built like a truck. I don't know if you guys have seen his arms. He's huge. He's an extremely big man. Kind of scary, actually. What else is here? I could still get Chris Abrams. I could get James Williams. Sione Vaki. That'd actually be pretty sick. I could play my running back. Patrick Estime's still here. Receivers look pretty good. I don't really need another tight end. Can I get a tackle maybe? Christian Jones? Let's get Christian Jones. Don't know if he'll have hidden. Nope. Fifth round here. Let's see if I can get like another D tackle. Probably wait a little bit long for the guys that I was looking at before, but let's see. Xavier Legette is lasting way too long. Dante Corleone? Nah, I could just wait on Christian Boyd and just do that. JT Bertrand, I know him. Oh man, my boy Xavier Thomas is here. Let's get Xavier Thomas. I got him in that Washington rebuild. I know Bengals not as high on him as I am, but it's okay. 6th round. There we go. We get another corner here. I really don't need to show all of this. I could actually just draft some of these guys myself. Oh, Dwight McLaughlin's here. I do like him. I'm way higher on Dwight McLaughlin than it seems like everybody else is. Charles Smith-Wade isn't bad. Kalen Carson's actually really good value for this pick. I'll take him. Alright, last pick here. I don't know why I'm doing all of them. I could just do them off screen and show you guys after. You guys don't really need to see all this, but hey, just in case you guys are interested. 7th round pick here. I am going to take that D tackle if he's still here. He's gone? No. Aw, damn. He had A block shedding. Tough. Alright, I guess I'll go Mekhi Wingo. That's so tough. Alright, man. Alright, I'll see you guys at the end of the draft. We'll go over the prospects. Alright, so really quick draft recap here. 79 overall for Brock Bowers. You got 74 for Junior Colson. 72 for Roman Wilson. 71 for Leonard Taylor. 73 for Mike Sanders still. 71 for Kalen King. 74 for Braylon Allen, even though he's such a low overall. 66 for Christian Jones and Xavier Thomas. 70 for Kalen Carson. And 67 for Mekhi Wingo. So really good draft. Got a lot of players. Filled a lot of positions. Yeah, I really like this. So I'm gonna set up the team. I'm gonna do training camp and all that. You guys know the drill by now. So yeah, I'll see you guys when we go over the team. All right, so almost like an hour later, I'm back, and this is basically what the team is gonna look like for this year. So again, like I said, we're still trying to stay competitive. So I didn't really want to gut the roster, which means that a lot of the young guys aren't really gonna be stepping into full-time roles yet. Like Roman Wilson, he'll probably be the future slot receiver after Keenan Allen, Josh Palmer, they're gone. But Roman Wilson's not going to play this year. Devin Singletary's going to start at running back. He's going to be splitting carries with Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen's going to be the power back. Singletary's going to be the receiving back. Herbert's obviously quarterback. Yeah, Keenan Allen, Palmer, and Quentin Johnson. Johnson's going to be in the slot this year. Hopefully he can go crazy. Brock Bowers starting at tight end. This is what the offensive line looks like. Will Hernandez is going to play right guard. Sawyer is going to play center for this year. Defensively, this is what we're going to look like. So, yeah, Leonard Taylor at right end, Mekhi Wingo at nose tackle, Morgan Fox at left end, Asante Samuel at CB1, Kalen King CB2, and Sainer still in the slot. Alohi Gilman playing free safety, Derwin James strong safety, and then you got Khalil Mack and Tuli Pelotu off the edge. And starting linebackers are going to be Junior Colson and Christian Harris. I'm benching Eric Hendricks because he's not much better than these two, and he's like 32, so yeah, kind of sucks. But specialists are going to look like this. You got Quentin Johnson in the slot, Singletary, third down running back, Braylon on power back, Mack and Tuli Pelotu off the edge, Leonard Taylor up the middle, Junior Colson and Christian Harris with sub linebackers, and Sanders still's going to be in the slot. So I'm going to see you guys on the midseason mark. I do have the Panthers' defensive playbook and Seattle's offensive playbook, so we're going to go with that, see how it works. I saw it work in YouTuber C4's video for good base 3-4 defenses, so I'm going to rock out with the Panthers and Seattle playbook, so I haven't really used too much, but I want to switch it up a little bit. But I might go back to Kansas City because this is kind of a Brock Bowers video, so we'll see. But I'll see you guys at the midseason mark. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark, and we're not doing too great. Last in the division, we're 2-5. I don't want a good pick. I want to be competitive. So I do want to see what is kind of going wrong here. Let's take a look at the stats. Yeah, Justin Herbert's just not good. This happened in the last time I tried to record this too. I just couldn't get him to actually be good. I don't know what it is, whether it's his traits or whatever, but 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions halfway through the year, 1,300 yards rushing. Singletary's been fine. Braylon Allen has 4 touchdowns. Keenan Allen's leading the team in yards. It's actually pretty balanced, to be honest, but no touchdowns really. Blocking has been fine enough. Defensively, Junior Colson leading with 60 tackles. TFL 7 for Khalil Mack. Sacks 4.5 for Khalil Mack, 3.5 for Tuli Pelotu, and nobody else is really getting there. Picks 2 for King, 2 for Gilman, 1 for Colson, 1 for Asante Samuel. We're 22nd in offense, and we are 31st in defense. So, yeah. I mean, maybe we don't really have the personnel to run these playbooks yet. I'm going to leave it. And I guess if we're going to be bad, then we're just going to be bad. Let's look to re-sign some players here before we go to the playoffs. So, Asante Samuel. Oh, yeah, we got the money. So, let's bring Asante Samuel back for 5 years. Perfect. He's back. Keenan Allen. I don't know if I have too much interest in re-signing him now. If so, it would be a 1-year deal. Josh Palmer, probably not. Singletary, we'll see. Khalil Mack, we'll see. Hernandez, we'll see. So I do definitely want to save money. J.K. Scott I'd like to bring back. Oh, he's not expensive either. I'll bring you back for 4. Great, so he's back. Who else is here? Zion Johnson will pick up his option. Yeah, like Keenan Allen, I just don't really want to give this much money to. I'll give you a 1-year extension if you'll take it. Okay. Josh Palmer, I'm not super interested in. I think I have the receivers I like. Singletary, like I said, we'll see at the end of the year. So, yeah, we're just going to go to the end of the year. If we're bad, we're bad. We'll save our money, maybe make a splash in free agency. But, yeah, see you guys in the playoffs. All right, so end of the year here, and we somehow turn this entire season around. We go 10-7, and we make the playoffs. It's actually really impressive how we just pulled that off. I don't know how we did it, and I'm not really going to ask any questions. So, let's go over the stats. Only 3,400 yards for Justin Herbert, 25 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. I'm changing this playbook. This offensive playbook is not good. Devin Singletary is pretty solid. 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. Braylon Allen had 10 touchdowns. It's actually pretty good for him. No 1,000-yard receivers. 908 for Keenan Allen, 706 for Quentin Johnson, almost 800 for these guys actually. 801 for Palmer, 606 for Bowers. Roman Wilson caught a touchdown. Blocking. Trey Pipkins left 12 sacks, same as Rashawn Slater. Yeah, this offensive playbook is not for us. Defensively, though, it looks like we really changed. So Junior Colson led with 123 tackles. TFLs 10 for Christian Harris, 10 for Toli Pelotu, 10 for Khalil Mack, 10 for Leonard Taylor. Sacks, 15 for Khalil Mack, 8.5 for Toli Pelotu, 5.5 for Leonard Taylor to go with those 10 TFLs. That could make a defensive rookie of the year case. 4 sacks for Junior Colson, who had 6 TFLs. Christian Harris had 2 sacks. And the interceptions, 4 for Asante Samuel, 3 for Derwin James, 2 for Christian Harris, 2 for Kalen King, 2 for Loie Gilman, 1 for Colson, and 1 for Mike Sanders still. These are good numbers. So the defensive playbook works. The offensive playbook just needs to change. Offensively, we're 24th. Defensively, we're 22nd. But I actually like the production we put up. MVP, Herbert at 9. Where were we? AFC? I think we're AFC. Yeah. AFC, Offensive Player of the Year, nobody. Defensive Player of the Year, Khalil Mack at 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Brock Bowers at 6. Braylon Allen at 8. Defensive Rookie of the Year, it's Junior Colson. But that could be star dev for him, even though he kind of deserved it already. Kalen King at 5 and Leonard Taylor at 4. Best QB, Justin Herbert in the top 5. Best running back, nobody. Best wide receiver, Keenan Allen at 10. Best O-line, nobody. D-line, nobody. Khalil Mack did win best linebacker. Might look to extend him. Best DB, Asante Samuel at 8. It's pretty solid. Alright, so let's go into the playoffs here. I'm happy that we actually stayed pretty decent. Yeah, like I said, I didn't really want to gut this team because I knew the Chargers could be good, but let's beat the 12-5 Colts with Anthony Richardson as their quarterback. Come on. And we lose 20-17. Upsetting. Alright, let's go into next year. Let's try and get a little bit more talent on this team. And yeah, we're going to go into the next year and we'll be a lot better. So, I'll see you guys in the offseason. Alright, so the Bills won the Super Bowl against the Cowboys 28-10. Let's take a look at any dev traits. I think we should have a couple, to be honest. So, offensively, Bowers is superstar. No other dev traits on offense. Defensively, we got star dev on Kalen King, but he already had that. Star dev on Mike Sanders still. Junior Colson did go up to star, which is good to see. No star dev for Leonard Taylor? I feel like he deserved it. Leonard Taylor definitely deserves star. I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's kind of robbery. 10 TFLs, 5.5 sacks. That's a pretty solid year for like a 3rd round pick. He deserves star. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. So let's go to the offseason. We're gonna see who we're re-signing, make a final decision on everything, and yeah, I'll let you guys know what we're doing. Alright, so re-signing players, it's pretty much the same guys. Keenan Allen, like I said, I'd like to give you back on a 1-year deal. And he's just gonna go to free agency, that's fine by me, honestly. I'm prepared for life after him. Josh Palmer, he doesn't really have interest, so I'm just not going to force it. Zion Johnson will pick up the option on you. I'd like Khalil Mack back for 1 year. Great, he's back. Will Hernandez, pretty good for like another 1-year deal. I just don't want to commit anything long term, so he's back for another year. Anything else that's important? No, the rest of these guys I can just decide on now. Singletary, you can get 1 more proof it deal. Oop, not that. You can get like another 1-year deal. Yeah, he's going to free agency, so that's fine. Palmer, I'll bring you back if you take this. And he's gone. So that's fine. So we'll let these guys walk. I might re-sign Keenan Allen for agency, but I'm not going to tag him. That's just a lot. So yeah, I'm going to let you guys know who I go after in a second. Alright, so I'm making some good offers on some veterans and some young guys. We're trying to stay competitive, like I said, so I really focused on the defensive line as well as really just the defense in general. Looking to bring Keenan Allen back on a 1-year deal. Look to sign Diamador Lenore for a pretty cheap 4-year deal, which we're ahead on him for. Jalen Warren, I gave like a 2-year deal worth like $7 million per year. Michael Pierce, I gave him a 1-year deal, and same with Eric Armstead. Eric Armstead could bring more pass rush, and he could probably play like defensive end, while Michael Pierce could just be a big nose tackle. And I think that would really help our defensive line. So let's see if we can get these guys. So Allen, Warren, and Armstead are still waiting. I'm probably going to up the offer on Armstead, but I did get Lenore, and I did get Michael Pierce, so that's pretty good. And then let's just quickly up the offer here on I'll just give you a 1-year deal. 17, it's fine. Just take it. And then these two should be fine. And we get everybody. Nice. So yeah, this team is going to look really, really good going into next year. I'm actually really happy about this. So let's go to the draft, basically, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so we're here at the draft, and I'm not looking to trade up, but basically my draft plan is probably to address the defensive line, the offensive line, and probably edge. So let's see who's still on the board here. Sonny Styles is great value for this pick. Colson Loveland I would love to get if I could run 2 tight end sets. Anthony Hill still on the board. Doesn't really solve the edge issue. Like Javon Solomon, I guess, does. Is that a duplicate? Is he in the last class? I feel like I know that name. Cameron Johnson could definitely be the pick here. Loki, he might be the pick here. Jalen Walker, Caleb Downs. Okay, there's a lot of picks I could make here. I do think I am going to go with a kind of boring pick here. I'm going to go Cameron Johnson. He's going to replace, what's his name? He's going to sit for a year and just replace what's his name. Or he might play center. Maybe he'll play center year 1. But he's going to replace Will Hernandez eventually. So we're just planning so that we don't have to pay people. With this second pick, I hope I can get a good defensive lineman. Just because, again, like I said, Michael Pierce, Eric Armstead, they're just on 1-year deals. So, like, a Zane Durant is here. That's pretty good. Tavanusa looks pretty good. Mason Graham is here. Nash Hutmacher's here. I think I am just going to go with, what's his name? Zane Durant out of Penn State. Pretty good player. Hidden dev. Not mad at that. So he can just sit for a year, like I said, probably replace Eric Armstead in that role. 3rd round here. Let's see if I can maybe get an edge player. This is not a super strong edge class in real life, at least. It doesn't look like that right now. So, not really sure what we're looking at. But, Bear Alexander's here. I wonder if he could play like that nose tackle role. No, he doesn't really have the strength to do it. Ooh, Kenneth Grant. Or Caleb Banks. Both are pretty big, just in different ways. Although he has B block shed and great strength. Let's go with Kenneth Grant here. Hidden dev. So he could just sit for a year and be the nose tackle next year. And he's from Michigan. There we go. Perfect pick. Alright, 4th round here. Let's see what we can get. Amarion Walker's still here. I mean, I don't need DB, so I don't really want him. I really don't need DB. No good running backs here. Jalen Wright's he's not a duplicate, but Jalen Wright's going to go this year, so he shouldn't be in this class. Any tight ends, maybe? I do need a backup tight end. Any old linemen I know? I don't really know any of these guys. I haven't done the studying for next year's class. So, like, these are all probably real people. Like, Curtis Jacobs, I know. I'm just gonna take Amarion Walker, I guess. He's, like, the best player available. Normal depth, but good player. Could just be some depth. And he's from Michigan. Oh my gosh. I'm just doing this blindly. I'm not even, like, looking at the school. It was perfect. Alright. Good draft. Good draft. Alright, so draft recap here. 74 overall for Cameron Johnson. 71 for Zane Durant. 71 for Kenneth Grant. Zane Durant, Kenneth Grant. Nice. 73 for Amarion Walker. 71 for Emory Jones, tackle out of LSU. Also a quarterback out of Florida a couple of years ago, right? Either way. DJ Campbell's a 68. Nate Johnson. I didn't draft these 3, but sure. CPU did their thing. But yeah, I'm going to set up the team, and I'll see you guys when I do. Alright, so this is what the team's going to look like for year 2. Justin Herbert's still a starter. Jalen Warren and Brandon Allen will split carries. Keenan Allen's the wide receiver 1. Quentin Johnson 2. Roman Wilson 3. and he's going to be in the slot. Offensive line, Rashawn Slater, Zion Johnson. Cameron Johnson's going to play center. Then it's Will Hernandez and Trey Pipkins. Brock Bowers is still at tight end. Defensively, looks pretty much the same, except you haven't... Why am I saying pretty much the same? This is not the same team. What am I talking about? Michael Pierce is going to start nose tackle. Eric Armstead, left end. Leonard Taylor, right end. Khalil Mack, Tuli Pelotu off the edge. I didn't realize Tuli Pelotu got up to start Ev. Good for him. Junior Colson, Christian Harris up the middle. For DBs, you got Asante Samuel, Diamador Lenore, Kalen King, and then Mike Sainer still be in the slot. Loie Gilman and Derwin James will be the safeties. Specialists, Roman Wilson's in the slot. Jalen Warren's third down running back. Braylon Allen power back. Mike Sainer still in the slot. Edge rushers, Khalil Mack, Tuli Pelotu. Leonard Taylor's still going to be the rush D tackle with Eric Armstead and Zane Durant behind him. And Junior Colson is the sub linebacker. So, with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the midseason mark and let you guys know how we're doing. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark. We're 4-2. Damn, let me sit up. Okay. We're at the midseason mark. We're 4-2. I don't know why my whole voice just changed. That's just what sitting up does. I don't know. Anyways, pretty good start to the year. Pretty happy with this. Let's take a look at the stats. I did change the offensive playbook to Cincinnati. Defensive playbook I left the same. But we're getting pretty much the same results. Justin Herbert just plays like he's a mediocre quarterback. 1,200 yards, 8 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Rushing, Jalen Warren, Receiving, Roman Wilson in the slots actually leading the team with 340 and 2. Again, pretty even stats, but might change the playbook. Really good sack numbers, offensive line sack numbers. Cameron Johnson leading with 3 given up, so that's pretty good actually. Junior Colson leading with tackles with 34. Eric Armstead leading with 4 TFLs, sacks, 6 for Khalil Mack, and picks 3 for Derwin James. Offensively, we are 25th. Defensively, we are 4th. So yeah, defense is fine. Offense still has to figure it out. I don't know why Justin Herbert plays so terribly in this game. I struggled with this last time. I'm going to change the playbook for the second half of the year, probably to Kansas City. Or Buffalo. Actually, no. Let's see who's throwing the most touchdowns. I'll figure it out, and I'll see you guys at the playoffs. Alright, so we're here at the playoffs. We went 10-7. I really hope that, what's his name, played better. I changed the Packers playbook for the second half of the year. It seems like he picked it up a little bit. He ended up being 12th in yards, 21st in touchdowns. So those second half stats were what? Since week 8, he threw 2,500 yards. I think he was at 1,200, so like 2,500 yards and 16 touchdowns. Okay, I might rock with this for next year. 12 picks is a little high compared to the touchdowns, but whatever, man. Jalen Warren was not that good. Maybe look to replace him at some point. Braylon Allen is still getting like 10 touchdowns just being a backup. I might just look to develop him. I'm not going to lie. If he's going to put up these numbers as a backup, I hope he can do it as a starter. Herbert was fine on the ground. Roman Wilson, 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. 909 for Johnston. 804 for Keenan Allen. 404 for Brock Bowers. He still hasn't really shined yet. Junior Colson, 100 tackles this year. TFLs, 20 for Eric Armstead. Sacks, 7.5 for Eric Armstead, 7.5 for Khalil Mack, 5.5 for Tuli Pelotu, 5 for Leonard Taylor. Yeah, not bad. 7 interceptions for Derwin James, 3 for Loie Gilman, 3 for Junior Colson, 2 for Mike Sainer still, 1 for Christian Harris, 1 for Nate Johnson, 1 for Asante Samuel, and 1 for Kalen King. Offensively, we ended up being 21st, so not much of an improvement. And defensively, we were 7th. So we dropped a little bit, but we were still top 10. Offensive awards, no MVP votes. Offensive Player of the Year, no votes. Defensive Player of the Year, no votes. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no votes. Defensive Player of the Year, or Defensive Rookie of the Year, nobody? Am I in the right spots? We just had nobody? Interesting, okay. Oh yeah, we didn't play any of our rookies, that makes more sense. Justin Herbert at 9 for QBs, running backs, nobody. Receivers, Quentin Johnston at 9. How was Quentin Johnston at 9? But because Roman Wilson only had 5 touchdowns, I guess. Okay. Will Hernandez at 8 for offensive linemen. Nobody for D-line. Khalil Mack at 7 for linebackers. Derwin James wins DB of the year. Good for him. And that's it for awards. Best kicker, maybe? I did not sign a kicker, so kind of forgot to do that. Anyways. But yeah. Let's go. Wait, no, we're not the offseason. Let's try and not lose to the Colts again. One last hurrah. Who is this? Khalil Mack, maybe? And yeah, Khalil Mack. Looks like he's contemplating retiring, so we definitely are going to need to address edge. But yeah, plus 10 morale for everybody. Come on, can we please beat the Colts? And we lose 35-21. Oh my gosh. Well, that was bad. Yeah, I'd just go ahead and retire Khalil Mack. I'm not going to lie to you, man. That was pretty bad. Yeah, I would be mad too. And he retires from the NFL. Damn. Sometimes it's not always true, though. But he was on a one-year deal anyways, so he's probably no luck. Yeah, we did not improve at all from last year. I feel like the roster got better, but the team did not. So let's go to the offseason. Let's address these issues. Alright, so we're here at the offseason looking at dev traits. Nothing on the offense. We do reveal Cameron Johnson as a star dev. Defensively, Eric Armstead did get superstar. And yeah, we did lose, what's his name? Michael Pierce is regressing, which is fine because he's going to walk in. Grant will take over his role. And Zane Durant will probably fill Eric Armstead's place if I don't decide to bring him back for another year. We'll see. But yeah, let's go to resign players and we'll figure it out from there. Alright, so pretty big one here to start. We got to resign Rashawn Slater. Luckily we have the money to do it this time. But he wants so much money. Why do you need this much? Bro. Relax. Alright, I'll give you a 5-year deal. Jesus, so much money. Christian Harris I definitely would like back, and he's really cheap. Honestly, you can just get a 5-year deal. I'm happy with that. Quentin Johnston, pick up your 5th-year option. Keenan Allen, I'm just going to let walk, I think. He hasn't really done much. Eric Armstead, same deal. I might bring back Jamari Sawyer in case I need somebody to go play tackle next year. Yeah, just a 2-year deal will be depth for us. And looks like he's back. Yeah, I think that's really all I want to do. I really hope there's a big name receiver in free agency. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys with who I look to sign. Alright, so pretty big year for us here for free agency. I'm looking to get 2 big players and just some depth. Ronnie Stanley's going to come play right tackle for us, hopefully. I'm super far ahead on him. I give him a 2-year deal. Honestly, I'm going to drop this a little bit. I gave him this over 2 years. Let me see if I can get this down to 20 really quickly. And we'll go from there. See if we're still his top. Yeah, we're still his top offer. So yeah, we'll give that to Ronnie Stanley. George Pickens I gave a massive deal to. He's one of my favorite players in the league. I want him to come be our wide receiver 1. Yeah, that could be huge. And then Daniel Bellinger, just a backup tight end since we haven't had one on the team. But let's see if this works. Bellinger's still waiting. But we got Ronnie Stanley. We did not get George Pickens. He goes to the Saints. That hurt my soul. That hurt my soul. He was like the one player I really wanted. Damn. Yeah, let me give Odell a 1-year deal. Michael Thomas. Let's reunite the 2010s just right here. I don't really want to bring Keenan Allen back. I'll just give him a 1-year deal, and if he takes it, that's fine. Just come on. He didn't even sign. That's stupid. Okay. Yeah. Bellinger did sign. Keenan Allen goes where? To the Panthers, yeah. I mean, yeah, there's not really much else we can do here. That's not really great because I don't have a wide receiver 1. So, you know what this calls for, chat? Probably a trade. Because I was going to look to make a big trade for an edge rusher anyways. And I have an idea as to who I want. But I gotta figure out if I have the picks to get this done. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys if I can make a trade for either a receiver or a edge rusher. Alright, so first big trade I'm making here, I'm trading Don Henley, Kalen Carson, 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick next year, and a second-round pick 2 years down the road. Or, no, other way around. First-round pick this year, first-round pick next year, third-round pick this year, second-round pick next year. There we go. But I'm getting Brian Burns and Derrick Brown, who, because I'm running this Panther scheme, it's kind of perfect. Derrick Brown is going to play where Leonard Taylor's playing, or he can just slide to the other side if I want to keep playing Leonard Taylor. But the other guys that we have dev traits, so I don't know. And then Brian Burns is going to come and play edge. I'm going to look to try and get a receiver. Wasn't the easiest thing in the world to do, but I'm going to let you guys know if I can pull it off. Alright, I'm going to be getting like kind of a budget wide receiver one here. I'm trading a second-round pick in 2028, a second-round pick this year, and a third-round pick this year for Drake London. So I don't have to give up all of my draft capital, and I can definitely just get a wide receiver one or an X wide receiver type of guy. And that's basically going to be it. So I'm just going to see you guys at the end of the, next season actually. Not even doing the drafts. Alright, chat, so for year 3 here, we're stepping in. Justin Herbert's still quarterback. I don't know if I'm happy about that at this point. He has not played well. Jalen Warren, running back, still same as last year. Drake London's coming in at wide receiver 1. Same 2 and 3 as before. Ronnie Stanley's coming in at right tackle. Emory Jones is going to play center. No other real changes. And then defensively, we have Brian Burns playing the Khalil Mack role. Derrick Brown is going to step in for Leonard Taylor. Grant and Durant are going to replace Armstead and Pierce from last year. And other than that, no other changes. And then specialists are going to stay the same. Burns and Tuipulotu off the edge. And then everything else is the same as last year, except Derrick Brown is going to be the rush D tackle with Zane Durant behind him. And Leonard Taylor behind him. So, I'm going to see you guys in the midseason mark, and I'll let you guys know how we're doing. Alright, so we're here at the midseason mark. We're 2-5. Chiefs are 6-1. I'm using their playbook. Patrick Mahomes is amazing. Justin Herbert is terrible, and he has 10 touchdowns, 5, and I guess he's not that bad. I've been simming week by week, and our defense has been giving up 800 points a game. Jalen Warren is not a good running back. Braylon Allen still has 5 touchdowns. Yep. Drake London's having a good year, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns already. Bowers pretty good. Offensive line, Rashawn Slater's giving up a lot of sacks. Emory Jones is not a center. Yeah. Tackles, Christian Harrison, Colson, both with 40. TFL is 9 for Derrick Brown. Sacks, 3.5 for Zane Durant leads the team. Brian Burns only has 3. Okay. And 1 pick for Tuipulotu leads the team. Offensively, we're actually 12th this year. And then defensively, we're probably bad. 19th? Yeah, I don't know. I guess we're just going to go to the playoffs and see. But let's try and re-sign some people. I have no idea how much money we're going to have. Probably not a lot. And it's quite a couple of people here who I do want to bring back. Okay. Starting with Derwin James. But Tuipulotu I definitely want to bring back. He's not expensive either. It's not a bad contract. Okay. Zion Johnson I got to bring back. Jalen Warren can walk. Let's start with Derwin James. So what does he want? That's a lot. That's a lot of money. I could probably bring it down a little bit since he wants to be here. But like, damn, bro, you can't be taking all of the money. Like, 18 is a little bit high. So let's bring back Tuipulotu. Okay, come on, dude. Really? And then Zion Johnson. I cannot give you more money. Why is it bugged like this? Because I made offers? You're just going to act like I have no money now? Okay, whatever. We'll deal with this next week. That's whatever. I'll let you guys know when I sign people. Accidentally clicked off the screen. Tuipulotu's back on the deal that I offered him before. He just wanted to wait an extra week, I guess. It still says I have no money to offer Zion Johnson. I don't know why. I have the money to do it. Why are we being weird? But I have money to offer Derwin James? What are we talking about? Why is Madden like this? Clearly one person wants 80 million, the other wants 10. That makes sense. Alright. Whatever. I'll let you guys know when I figure this out. Alright, so Derwin James is back on the same contract I offered with like an extra 200K on it, so pretty happy about that. And Zion Johnson just needs to come back. But it still says I don't have any money when I try to sign him. I don't know why. Like, I have money to sign Jalen Warren, but apparently I don't have money to sign Zion Johnson. I don't know what this bug is. It's kind of stupid. I hope I can sign him back later, but I'll let you guys know what ends up happening. Alright, so we barely pull off a comeback. 9-8 year. Not good, but let's take a look at the stats. It did look like Justin Herbert did improve a little bit. Yeah, 3,900 yards, 27 touchdowns, 11 picks. It's better. He still hasn't hit 4,000, and we're in Chiefs playbook. So I don't get it. It has to be something with Justin Herbert's tendencies, but he just doesn't perform in this game. I don't know what it is. Jalen Warren did that. Braylon Allen still has 14 touchdowns. Let's just look at his career stats. How many? Like, what percentage of his carries have been touchdowns? Bro, like, look at this. 14 touchdowns, 9 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. Just a backup running back. It's insane. Receiving, nothing crazy. It's pretty spread out, actually. Sacks, oh my god. 15 sacks from Emory Jones. 15 from Rashawn Slater. Junior Colson, another 100 tackle a year. 15 TFLs for Derek Brown. 13 for Tully Pelotu. 13 for Zane Durant. 11.5 sacks for Brian Burns. 9 for Derek Brown. 7 for Tully Pelotu. 5.5 for Durant. Picks, 4 for Asante Samuel. 3 for Mike Sanders still. 2 for Derwin James. 2 for Lenore. And 1 for a couple other guys. Offensively, we were 13th. And defensively, we were 16th. I doubt we're going to have any yearly awards. I don't even really want to look at this, to be honest. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm just not even going to look at it. We just didn't have anybody do anything, like, exceptional. We're probably going to get stomped here in the wild card because our team's just not good. Yep, we did. And let's go to the offseason once again. Alright, so we're here re-signing players. We're bringing back Brock Bowers. I got $36 million in cap, which is actually pretty decent. Finally can re-sign Zion Johnson. We'll give you this over 3. Great. Zion Johnson's back. Jalen Warren can walk. Yeah. And that's going to be that. I just wish this team performed. I don't know what's wrong with Justin Herbert. It has to be like a tendency thing. It just has to be a tendency thing because he never plays well for me when I use the Chargers. So I don't know what it is. In terms of players here that I'd want, like Rashee Rice, he made it here. I mean, I almost traded for him last season, low-key. I mean, getting Tyreek Hill on this team for a year is not a bad idea. I'm definitely gonna go after a kicker though. That's like 100%. Give Butker like that's a lot of money. But yeah, I'm just gonna look around and I'll let you guys know who I go for. Alright, not going after too much this season. Tyjae Spears to be our new running back 1, Cameron Dicker for kicker, and John Michael Schmitz to play center. Did not mean to exit out of that. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm tired. And this rebuild's already making me mad because Justin Herbert just doesn't want to play football correctly. I don't know why. It's not even like playbook based for him. Like, I'm literally using the best playbooks and he just doesn't know how to play football. We get Dicker and Schmitz, and of course, we do not get Tyjae Spears. Like, the one actual player that needs to start for us, I did not get. I mean, I don't want Jalen Warren back. I don't really want to have to trade picks. How am I getting a running back? We'll figure that out at the beginning of the next season. I'm gonna see you guys probably after the draft. I might look through the draft. I don't really know what picks I have. I actually don't know if I have any picks. Yeah, I don't have a first round pick or a second round pick. I don't think. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to get a running back. If not, Braylon Allen's just about to start. So, yeah, we'll just go with that. I'm gonna see you guys probably next season. Alright, so I'm making a quick trade for running back here. I'm trading a rookie running back against the CPU drafted, an outside linebacker, Marion Walker, 3rd round pick this year, a 1st round pick next year, and a 2nd round pick in 2 years for Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, that's hopefully the move that can take this offense over the top. I might mess with Justin Herbert's tendencies, something I never do in these videos. You cannot tell me that somebody's led the league in passing yards like every year of his career has an inability to throw over 4,000 yards in this video. So, it's clearly not a playbook issue. I might just have to mess with his tendencies, and yeah. I'll see you guys in the mid-season mark. Oh my gosh. Mid-season mark, we are 3-4. I don't know what is going wrong. I couldn't tell you. Justin Herbert is leading the league in passing yards. Oh, weird. So it really is just a tendency issue. 11 touchdowns is fine. Jahmyr Gibbs is not that good. Braylon Allen still has 5 touchdowns. He wants to start so badly, and I'm just not letting him. Roman Wilson is a good year. Yeah. 6 sacks let up for Sean Slater. Anything interesting on defense? No, not really. Okay. Top 10 offense, and apparently now the defense is the issue, right? Yep, 30th in defense. Why is it me, man? Why? As soon as I fix the offense, the defense is like, so, that football thing that we do, we don't remember how to do that anymore. Anyways, who do we have to resign? Junior Colson, Derek Brown, Quentin Johnston, Kalen King, Mike Sanders, still Loie Gilman, oh, Braylon Allen, Roman Wilson, oh my god, oh, Ronnie Stanley, oh my god. Alright, so we're not bringing back everybody. Although I don't know how much they're going to ask for. Junior Colson just doesn't want to be here. I mean, I get it. You don't have a mentor? That's the reason you don't want to be here? You're 25. Figure it out. Oh my god. I will sign you a mentor out of free agency right now and watch your whole mind change. Derek Brown just wants my entire livelihood. Quentin Johnston, sure, you can get a nice respectable 2-year deal. He's back. Kalen King, you've been good for us. Great. No, okay, never mind. Mike Sanders still. Come on. Great, Mike Sanders still's back. Loie Gilman, if I could give you like a 1-year deal, you're asking for a lot of money. Okay, alright, man. So I'm probably going to have to restructure like Justin Herbert. And I want to bring back these two as well. Roman Wilson somehow doesn't have star dev. Is this the issue that I just don't have enough weapons? Like Roman Wilson is just not that good. He should have gotten star dev after that 1,000-yard season. Braylon Allen just paid way too much money to be a backup running back. I'm like so delusional right now, it's not even funny. Alright, we'll figure out the money situation in the offseason. I'm going to sign this idiot a mentor at his position so he can stop crying. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys when I get everything squared away. Okay, so quick fun fact, Derrick Henry's just kind of here. And I kind of want him. Like, it's Derrick Henry, man. It's Derrick Henry. I'm not going to do it, but like... Damn, Derrick Henry, you're still here? Anyways. Yeah, so I signed a mentor, and now look at Junior Colson. He immediately wants to be back. I'm really on the fence with... Shut up and sign the contract. Jeez, man. The worst part is I don't really even have the money to bring everybody back. And I still have Ronnie Stanley, too. I'm not going to trade anybody. But, like, damn. I might be losing a lot of people. I'm gonna have to try and restructure some contracts. We're just gonna have to wait till the end of the year and figure this out. Okay, wait, so breakout QB scenario for Justin Herbert? Does he finally want to learn how to play football? No. Crazy. That's like the hardest part about doing these rebuilds when your quarterback is already signed like a $70 million contract, is I just don't have money to build the rest of the team. So it's like I either draft well, but that would really be like a 20... Ooh, we won the game. And any thoughts on how Herbert played? Nope, he didn't do it. All right. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, you just don't really have money to build the rest of the team, and because this isn't like a 20-year rebuild, I don't have the time to just sit here and draft and develop. So like, because I'm only doing 5 years, I kind of have to keep the team good. So like, when I do my first 20-year rebuild, it's probably gonna be a team that already has a quarterback. Like, hint, hint, maybe the Colts, because I love Anthony Richardson. But, like, when you pay him, you're just not going to have money to uphold the rest of the team. But that just means you have to focus on drafting and developing and just doing really well at that, which I don't really focus on in these, because we're trying to win a Super Bowl in 5 years, which just means that you got to do a lot of... You just got to be better immediately. But, yeah, I digress. And I'll see you guys basically at the playoffs. Alright, playoff time here. We made it at 11-6. Still in the wild card. Kind of a pretty good second half of the year. Look at Justin Herbert, man. What did I tell you guys? It's literally it's a traits issue. So what I changed, just to give you guys a heads up, I just made him a pocket passer, because he's basically a balanced player, but I think the issue with balance is that they try and do too much on the ground, and Justin Herbert doesn't run the ball as much as you think. But as soon as you make him a pocket passer, 4,800 yards, which is very much what he's capable of doing. 33 touchdowns, 6 picks. Finally, a Justin Herbert-like year. Now you are worth your $70 million. Jahmyr Gibbs was not good. Braylon Allen was great at scoring touchdowns. Brock Bowers, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns. Finally, breakout year for him. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns for Roman Wilson. 1,000 yards, 4 touchdowns for Johnston. 905 for London. Not too many sacks given up. Junior Colson, 126 tackles. 15 TFLs from Tuli Pelotu, sacks, 12.5 from Derek Brown, 7.5 from Brian Burns, 6.5 for Tuli Pelotu, 6 for Zane Durant, picks, 2 for Christian Harris, and Asante Samuel led the team. Offensively, we were 5th, and defensively, we were 24th. Yep. Yearly awards here. Herbert is top 10 for MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. Nobody. Defensive Player of the Year. Derek Brown at 9. No rookies. Herbert at 6 for QBs. Gibbs at 7 for running backs. Roman Wilson at 5 for receivers. No O-line. Derek Brown at 4 for D-line. Tuli Pelotu at 7 for linebacker. Nobody for DB. Alright. Let's win this playoff game, please, man. I'm, like, so sick of this. I swear, why can I not beat the Indianapolis Colts? They've beat me 3 times. 3 times in the wild card round. 3! How do they keep doing this? 3 times in this rebuild. 3! 3 times. I mean, this is the last year right here. So, we're going to have to restructure some deals. And I'm going to let you guys know if I can re-sign the people that I need to re-sign. Okay, so why does Junior Colson have no interest now? Oh my gosh, Shaq Thompson retired. That's so stupid. At least I have the money to bring him back. But, like... It's so annoying. Derek Brown I can actually bring back now. Kind of have to give you the low-risk deal to be safe. He's back. Kalen King I'd like back. Great. Kalen King's back. Cameron Johnson will pick up the option. Aloy Gilman, I definitely want you back. Great, he's back. Roman Wilson should be star dev at this point. I'm going to bring him back because he's been fine. Great. John Michael Schmitz can walk. Everybody else can just walk. I'm probably going to make a big move in free agency because year 5, we got to win a Super Bowl. Alright, so I'm making a trade here for Chris Olave and some random superstar X-Factor D-tackle. Yeah. I want to win a Super Bowl, please. New number 1 wide receiver, so Justin Herbert has more weapons to throw to. I don't know if that's really what he needed. Probably needed more defensive help, but I don't know where. Like, our defense is good. Like, we have good DBs, decent enough pass rushers, good linebackers. It might just be a scheme thing, I don't know. But, like, we're going to see next season. So, I'm going to see you guys next season. Last trade I'm making is for some offensive line help. Sadly, it's going to include Roman Wilson. He's been with the team for a minute, but just couldn't get that development trade, and he couldn't really develop into anything like special like I thought he would. But we're getting Zach Tom to play right tackle, and Graham Barton is going to play center. And I'm going to see you guys at the playoffs, man. Not even the midseason. We'll go to the midseason mark. I'm not going to be that lazy. But yeah. This is essentially what the team is going to look like. Zach Tom should have star development. Whatever. Yeah. Specialists. Looks fine. Yeah. Rock out with it. I'm going to see you guys in the midseason mark. Midseason mark time here. We're 4-3. Take a look at the stats. We're 3rd in the division. Not even really want to talk about it. Justin Herbert's great passer now. Gibbs is doing that. You guys can see the stats. I'm not reading them out loud. That's too much work. I'm lazy. I hate it here, man. Derwin James is leading us in tackles. Interesting. Sacks 8.5 for Brian Burns. Hooray. Alright, playoff time. I'm going to see you guys there. For the final year, please, can we just make it to a Super Bowl? Please. Dog. We missed the playoffs. How? How do we do that? How? Bro, Justin Herbert finally learned how to play football. How? How do we do this? How? How bad was the defense? I don't know, man. We had the best offense in the NFL. The best offense in the 21st defense, and we couldn't make the playoffs. Well, this is by far the most unsuccessful rebuild I've ever had. I spent 3 years trying to figure out how to get Justin Herbert to properly pass the ball. And I spent another 2 years with a defense that was elite for 3 years, now just being horrible. So, that's going to be it. And yeah, I'm going to see you guys in the next rebuild or next video. Peace.